A protest is still happening right now. You are looking at a live picture of Red Square on UW's campus.
Seattle police tweeted out that one person may have been shot at the protest. This is video that you're looking at of emergency crews helping that person in the back of an ambulance.
King 5's Ryan Takeo is there. And Ryan, this began as a demonstration against a speaker on campus, correct?
Yeah, that's right. The speaker is an editor over at Breitbart, which is now a controversial online publication. But here is a look at the scene right here, and you can see the police and they're on the top of the steps, and also some protesters and demonstrators. There are also some Trump supporters. But right here, this is where I want to show you this. It looks like a pool of blood from that shooting that happened in the last 30-40 minutes or so, and you see there's a circle drawn right here, and right now we have Alex with us, and you say that you well, why don't you just kind of back us up and tell us how you got involved?
Yeah, so I was here at the protest to protest Milo, as a lot of people are. And every time I go to a protest, I bring medical supplies. So I bring water to wash out people's eyes, and then I bring just like gauze for people that like get cut and stuff like that, Band-Aids.
And what happened? You heard someone?
Yeah, so I wear these crosses on me so that people know that if they need like any sort of first aid, I can help them out. I'm an EMT, and so I was over there kind of walking this way, and someone yelled, someone over there is screaming for a medic. Pretty sort of benign like that. And I saw a man on the ground, and there were two other medics running with me, and we saw he was, covered in blood.
In his stomach?
Yeah, and his chest kind of going down to his abdomen. And so they both started applying pressure, and I took my trauma shears and started cutting off his shirt, revealing what looked to be a gunshot wound to the chest. And within about 10 seconds of me being there, I think it was Seattle police, not UW PD, came over and took control of the scene. Their officers are EMTs, and so they started treating him.
They started making a circle,
yeah.
And pushing people out.
So when we saw them coming, we realized that they were not going to want us there. So we all just basically backed up the second their hands touched him, and then they made a circle with their bikes and started shoving people back just to make sure that they have room to do what they need.
The victim, was he wearing any like protest garb or?
He was wearing like a black leather jacket, but his face wasn't covered. He might have had, I don't think he had any like pins or anything, but I have no idea. Based on like his physical appearance, I would say he was probably protesting against the event, but I can't definitively say.
Which is what we had heard from some witnesses as well. I'm just wondering, so you have an EMT experience, an EMS experience from Louisiana, you told me earlier.
Yep.
But was this what you expected today?
No, not at all. Not at all.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. This is not my first rodeo, as they say. It's pretty horrifying because like this is my school, this is my campus, I have class in there. And I didn't expect this coming to this protest. When people started pepper spraying, I was like pretty shocked by that. And then to like have a gunshot wound patient, like that's not what I was expecting on a Friday night. Yeah.
As far as the injuries, you're used to assessing these kind of injuries. How bad was it? In your opinion?
Yeah, I can't say. He was blinking, he was breathing, and he was conscious, so those are good signs. But he looked, I'm positive he was in hypovolemic shock, meaning he'd lost so much blood that he couldn't keep his blood pressure up. It's hard to say though.
Okay, and you were, again, how far were you from?
I was probably 15 yards away when someone said they need a medic over there, and then I saw someone on the ground and they started running.
Did you hear any kind of commotion leading up to it, or any kind of a muzzled sound?
I heard like a pop, but there were people like smashing bricks over there, and so I just assumed it was one of them. And then, there were people yelling everywhere, so I couldn't really tell, Yeah.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, Alex, I said he rendered aid, or tried to, before Seattle police came over to the injured, what we suspect is a gunshot victim. Right now, Seattle police and Seattle Fire officially are trying to work through that. We're going to send it over to Allison Morrow right now. She has been following protesters all day. They've been marching across Seattle.
Yeah, Ryan, thanks. I want to introduce you to Morgan here. Morgan, you were attending the show that has created this entire scenario, this very sad situation that we're talking about, and you actually had rocks thrown at you, right? Do you mind showing folks at home what came at your head there? Tell us a little bit about this and what happened.
Well, we were waiting in line, and then kind of melees started sort of kicking off by the leftist anti-Milo protesters who had been blocking the entrance for the entire 3 hours we'd all been waiting in line. And it was relatively peaceful, and then shoving started, I would say from what I saw, by the leftist protesters. And then things started being hurled, bottles started being thrown, and then bricks started being thrown. And didn't hit anyone, thank God, but they came real close.
You said you're just a family man who works. You happen to be a conservative and unfortunately targeted on this day that has been very divisive across our country. I want to show you some video from about 20 to 30 minutes ago that's on the other side of where we are right now. We had to move away because of the pepper spray was making it very hard for us to talk, and that's kind of why we're tucked in this corner at the university. But we saw two people being treated for what appeared to be, we heard from folks, some paintballs had been shot at people who were going to this show, and they were being treated for whatever wounds that had caused with paint on their face. Of course, that can turn lethal as well if that hits the wrong place on someone's eye or on the side of their head. Really, we've been with these people, the students anyway, for hours and hours, walking miles, and this has been a pretty sad turn. Morgan, I wanted to ask you about all of this. You know, you see the signs that say "Love trumps hate," but this seems to be the opposite of what the protest started as. And what do you think about that as a conservative?
Well, you know, it's funny. I am a conservative. You know, I used to be, you know, a hard left guy, a hard leftist guy. I was an activist for a while. I'm a conservative now. I didn't even vote for Donald Trump, to be honest with you. And yeah, I saw a lot of signs. I saw, you know, signs America was never great. A lot of, you know, upside down flags. You know, the regular, you know, left-wing activist kind of stuff. Yeah, then it kind of devolved into, you know, the leftist activists, my opinion, essentially acting like fascists, not allowing people their own freedom of speech to be able to go into an auditorium and see a gay Jew Englishman give a speech because he's a conservative. And so it devolved into chaos, and they've been calling us fascists and Nazis all night, when it seems like they were the ones acting like the fascists the entire time. We just wanted to go in and see someone talk.
Morgan, thank you. We're glad that you're safe. Take care of yourself tonight. Again, the situation here, we started around noon at Seattle Central, was with students, some of whom were only 7 years old. They're not here right now, but they, of course, were having their own opportunity to express themselves and to have a peaceful protest. And now this, sadly, is what adults have come and turned this into. So we're going to send it back to you and go figure out what else is happening near Red Square. For now, we're live at the University of Washington. I'm Allison Morrow. Back to you.